Hi, I'm Mayor Tim Balderman, and I'd like to welcome you to this edition of Community Business Spotlight. Joining me today is Jane from Mr. Handyman. Jane, thanks for being here today.
Thank you, Tim.
Appreciate you being here, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about your business.
I'm the owner of Mr. Handyman and here in New Lenox, and we are a franchise. There's almost 350 of us across the United States, and we provide a service of basically repair and maintenance to homeowners and businesses. And we also do complete remodels and so forth. We can come in and we can do everything from some drywall patching to maybe replacing that wood trim around your door to around your garage door to complete electrical and so forth. And we can often do that in one visit with one guy there.
Wow, that's great. Now, do you have a storefront location?
We do.
Go ahead.
We're right here in New Lenox on the corner of Cedar and Route 30. We're actually Pizza King's next door neighbor. Most people know us from that location.
Sure. I know I do. That's for sure. You started to touch on a little bit of the services that you provide. So now tell me, what do you see most? What are people calling you for most?
Well, for instance, this time of year, everybody's getting prepped for winter. Okay, so we're going to get a lot of caulking, a lot of weather stripping, probably cleaning out those gutters. You don't want to let those sit over the winter, you know, clogged up, those kind of things. And especially once the kids go back into school, they start looking at the outside of their house going, okay, what do I need to do to prep for this brutal winter that's coming? And it's a real good idea to take care of it before that weather hits.
And no doubt about it. Do you see now that there's a tendency in this recession that we've been dealing with that people have been doing some work on their homes as opposed to building new homes, and we know that that will change a little bit, and there's always a market for Mr. Handyman, but have you seen your business change?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We saw a direct change in 2008 from 2007 and continuing in 2009. One of the things we do, though, that makes us a little bit different is we work very closely with our customers to kind of work with them. For instance, if you feel comfortable, maybe you're doing a remodel and maybe you can hang that drywall, but you don't like the taping and the sanding and so forth. We can send our guys in there just to do that portion. We also work with our customers where we actually encourage them, if possible, if they're comfortable, to buy their own materials. We'll even help them make the lists up and so on and so forth. Again, helping keep those costs down. So we kind of work with them, and that's worked very, very well with most of our customers.
Well, I wish I had your number years ago, because there were a number of items that my daughter wanted me to hang up in her room, and all I did was punch holes in the drywall. So I certainly am not Mr. Handyman.
And we come in and repair a lot of those after the fact, too.
You could have had 6 months work just on the damage that I did alone. So now you talk about it's a franchise. How long have you been involved, and how long has the New Lenox Mr. Handyman been around?
We actually we went into business in 2005, and we opened here in New Lenox in the spring of '06. And we've really loved New Lenox. It's a great location. The people are genuine, they're hardworking, they have great ethics, they're great people to work with, and we love the business community as well. Very, very helpful with each other. The Chamber's been instrumental. That was part of the reason we actually wanted to come to New Lenox and have our storefront here. You know, they've always been encouraging us, you know, from a business standpoint and supporting us, and they've done a better job every year.
There's no doubt about it. This is a fantastic community, and you are really providing a very valuable service. People, I don't think, realize that sometimes, and I know, again, I'm not the only one who ends up causing more damage than I do good. So I've got a new motto. I leave it to the experts. I've got a scar on my wrist here because one time I was going to fix my dryer and I didn't unplug it, and I stuck the screwdriver in there, but it just was a mess. So I leave it to the experts now. There's no doubt about it, and we're glad you're a part of the community.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anything else you'd like to add to let our residents know about you?
Just that we do really specialize in working with a lot of the elderly residents as well. We put up a lot of the grab bars. We do the ramps, all kinds of things like that. We do all of our technicians. They are employees, which is important these days. So they're fully bonded, insured. We've got workers' comp, the whole 10 yards. We criminally background check them. So it's a safe service, and I just wanted to stress that as well.
You know, that's a great point, especially when you're talking about working with the elderly. You want to make sure that you've got people that you can trust that are in your home, and not only trust that they're going to do a great job, but just trust the employee themselves, as opposed to just hiring some unknown. So it's wonderful that you provide that service. I'm glad you brought that up.
Thank you.
Well, very good. Well, thank you for being here today and talking to everybody about Mr. Handyman. And I want to thank all of you for watching this edition of Community Business Spotlight.